Why is it that we men fall in love so easily? The amount of guys who are desperately trying to escape the friend zone, or the guys who are wasting away their life chasing a crush who literally doesn't even know that he exists, is insane right now. I'm going to have to be honest, it has happened to me in the past, and it probably happens to you as well. A random girl who isn't even that attractive, she's like average looking, she comes up to you and she does absolutely nothing but just show you basic kindness, and then your brain starts thinking, wow, this girl's special, she is the one, and you start falling in love with this girl. And then your friends are like, bro, no offense, but are you sure? Because, she's not that special, is she? And you say, oh no, but you don't understand. This girl actually is special. We have so many similarities because we have the same taste in music. And she mentioned that she played a video game once. So yeah, this girl is the one, and she definitely is special. Sometimes it's even worse. Sometimes the girl literally never even spoke to the guy, but the girl just has something to her. She has a certain style of clothes, or she has a certain look on her face, or a certain attitude. And then the guy just starts imagining this whole personality around the girl, and then he starts falling in love with this fictional personality that he largely came up with himself, and he obsesses over her for years, and he is convinced that this girl is special and that this girl is the one, even though he literally doesn't even know her. So why is it that we guys fall in love so easily, and that we tend to go through these mental gymnastics to convince ourselves and others that a random average girl is the absolute one for us? Now, this is going to sound like an exaggerated claim, and it's kind of funny as well. But the truth is that this is because we men, we have no standards in women. I am not saying that we men have low standards. No, I am saying that we men have literally no standards at all. I am not kidding. Nature literally programmed us men to want to have sex and spread our DNA with all women on the planet, assuming that they are within the range of fertility and they don't have any major diseases or deformations. But any woman that is within the range of fertility and that is somewhat not completely messed up is good to go in our mind. You see, women have standards, right? Women have the mating strategy where they go for quality. And so they select men based on their looks, based on their status and everything. They want to have a high quality man, right? They have standards. We men don't. We literally have no standards. Nature programmed us with the evolutionary mating strategy to want to be okay with literally any woman on the motherfucking planet. It's not even a joke. It's not even an exaggeration. That is actually who we biologically are. And so whenever a girl that isn't completely horrendously looking comes up to us and she shows basic kindness to us, or maybe she even shows the slightest form of interest towards us, our brain instantly thinks, yep, this girl is nice. We need to have her in our life. She is the one. Let's start falling in love with her and start obsessing over her. I have to honestly admit that it has happened to me as well in the past. I have had crushes on girls. And if I think back about it right now, there was absolutely nothing special about these girls. And there was no particular reason why I had a crush on these girls instead of another girl. I've been on dates with girls, and we weren't even a good match character-wise. Sometimes the girl wasn't even that nice to me, but still it was as if there was a voice inside of my brain that kept telling me, yeah, this girl, she might just be the one. And maybe she's not nice to me right now, but we're going to have to continue chasing her, because one day we might convince her to start loving me as well, and then she'll be nicer to me. And wow, we have these small similarities. So, yep. Let's not give up on this girl. Let's keep chasing her and start obsessing over her. And no offense to this girl, okay? But she wasn't special at all. And the feelings that I had for this particular girl are feelings that I could have probably had for any other random girl if it would have been another random girl in her place on that date. We tend to go through great lengths of rationalization why our crush is the one for us and why she is so special. And we come up with reasons like, oh, well, we have the same tastes in music and we both like to watch this thing on Netflix. But the harsh truth is that if another girl would have happened to come in your life in whatever way, that you would have come up with the same or other reasons why that other girl is the one. And then maybe that other girl does not have the same taste in music, but that other girl likes to play video games. So therefore, that other girl definitely is the one for you right now. We always just cherry pick similarities and start using that as an excuse why this girl is special to us. But the harsh truth is that she's not. She's probably just an average girl that happened to came on our path. And we are men, and our brain told us, hey, let's start convincing ourselves that this girl's special, and let's start fucking falling in love with her. But we might just as well have fallen in love with another random girl if another random girl would have came across our path instead of this girl. It's not really the girl that you are in love with, but it's the feeling of love that you are in love with. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying that you should necessarily raise your standard and start rejecting girls left and right. If you like a girl and she likes you back, then maybe you should go for it and maybe you will end up being very happy with her. But the problem is that for most of us, most of the time, she does not like us back. And we are wasting away our life, or at the very least, valuable years of our life, obsessing over a girl because we think that she is the one, while in reality, she is not special at all, and we could have obsessed over any other random girl who perhaps does like us back. You're wasting away your life because you are not fully in control of your primitive instinct that makes you fall in love with any fucking random girl. That is the harsh truth. And so whenever a girl does not like you, and you keep telling yourself that, ooh, she's special, she's the one, I need to keep chasing her, stop it. Stop it. I know it might hurt in the short term, but she's probably not special. You need to acknowledge why you feel this way towards the girl. It's just how nature programmed you. Acknowledge it, accept it, and then move on with your life. And even if the girl does like you back, you need to also be careful, because I see so many guys who get themselves trapped in a relationship that isn't really that good for them just because they fall in love with the first ever girl in their life that showed romantic interest in them. And they go over the same rationalizations, they come up with reasons like, oh, but my relationship isn't that bad because we sometimes watch Netflix together and we like the same show and then we have a nice fun evening and we have the same taste in music, so actually we are a good match and our relationship isn't that bad at all. But the truth is that their relationship is bad. The only real reason that they feel this way about this girl is because this is literally the first girl ever in their life who showed romantic interest in them, and therefore their brain started falling in love with that girl. And they would have probably been a lot happier if they would have not instantly committed to a relationship with this girl and waited around, maybe found a better girl, or even just stayed single for a while longer. So yes, this is a very harsh realization, but we need to understand how our instincts work, and we need to take control over them if we want to live a good life. Because if we just let our instincts control us, we either waste away valuable years of our life chasing a girl, thinking that she's the one, even though she literally doesn't even like us back or literally doesn't even know who we are. Or we might end up in a bad relationship. And again, we are wasting away our life.